How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name is Hanson, and for this video, you find me sitting in the 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan. This one is the SE R-Line black model with 4Motion equipped. It's painted in the pyrite silver metallic finish, and it has the Titan black leatherette interior. All in with delivery, you can get this exact model for $35,745. And in this video, I want to give you my likes and dislikes about Volkswagen's best-selling vehicle in the United States and around the world. That's right, it's this compact SUV, the Tiguan, so that you have a better idea before you buy. So if you need just another confirmation that people no longer want cars, they want SUVs, this is proof of just that. Because not too long ago, the Volkswagen Golf was their best seller. Now it's this. And there's a lot to like about this compact SUV. It has good looks, a decent amount of interior space, it's got good tech, and a good overall driving experience for a reasonable price. Now I want to start this review on the outside first, because the Tiguan, especially in this R-Line black model, looks pretty attractive and more expensive than it actually is. Out front, the Tiguan has a Land Rover Velar vibe to it, with its LED headlights and trailing accent design feature. The grille is carrying the corporate look that's shared with the other Volkswagen sedans and SUVs, and the front fascia exhibits similar design features found in the awesome hot hatch, the Golf R. Around the side, the Tiguan sports the black 19-inch wheels exclusive to the SE R-Line black trim. Also with this trim, you'll find the special R badging, black mirror caps, black window surrounds, and a straight black line wrapping around the sides and the back of the Tiguan. Along the bottom, you'll find color match panels where you'd normally find some black cladding, so this makes the Tiguan look bigger than it actually is, and it also gives it a more luxurious look. And finally, at the back, the Tiguan looks very clean with its straight edge lines. The LED taillights look great, and the R-Line rear bumper give the illusion that this is more capable than it actually is. This Tiguan tries to look like an Audi SQ5, and it's hoping that you don't notice that the quad exhaust ports are actually fake. Overall, not a bad looking compact SUV. It has that unmistakable Volkswagen signature look, not too obnoxious and not too boring either. Moving inside, the Tiguan is unmistakably Volkswagen. You can blindfold yourself and know that you're in a Volkswagen. There's plenty of tough plastics, there's a generous helping of touch-sensitive buttons, and you just know where the start button will be because it's always down here by the transmission tunnel. It's a perfectly functional interior, and I'm sure it will withstand the rigors of daily life and many commutes, but it won't impress anyone as much as the exterior design will. Technology-wise, it's hitting all the right buttons. The infotainment unit is running on the MIB3 system, and I like how this unit performs. It's displayed on an 8-inch touchscreen display, and it works smoothly just like your modern-day smartphone. It has one gimmick that I don't care too much about, and that's the proximity sensor, so you can do things like this and not have to touch the screen. I also love that it has wireless app connect, so you could use Apple CarPlay and Android Auto wirelessly. And I also like that there's still a physical volume and tune dial on this unit. The new Volkswagen Golf GTI and the Golf R have completely moved away from that, and I don't think that's a very good change. The HVAC control panel is down here, and it's all touch-sensitive buttons. I don't mind that as much because you don't normally interface with these buttons as often. I do like the fact that this Tiguan has heated seats, and you can control that via these buttons over here. And right below that, you'll find your wireless charging stations, and there's also a couple of USB-C connections. As for the steering wheel, this Tiguan incorporated the new style of steering wheel buttons as found in their other models. I've already extensively complained about these buttons in my other videos, so if you want to see that, click the link up here. But in my opinion, I think these are the worst steering wheel controls in the market right now, and I wish that Volkswagen would go back to just using physical buttons on the steering wheel. I do like the shape of the wheel a lot. The flat-ish bottom and the R symbol gives it a slightly racy feel, and since I prefer the 9-3 grip position, this one is perfectly suited for that. The leather feels good, and I love the perforation on it. This way you won't have clammy hands after driving for a while. Looking through the steering wheel, there's a digital instrument cluster. It's not fully digital, but it certainly looks like it. This is using an 8-inch digital cockpit instrument cluster, whereas the top trim SEL R-Line will have the 10.25-inch digital cockpit Pro, which looks a lot more premium. On this unit, the Tiguan does some visual tricks by adding in LED accents on the sides of the screen. These change colors to reflect the various driving modes that you're currently in, so while this doesn't have the big screen, you sort of forget about it after a while. And just like other digital clusters, you can change the views and display various metrics of the car. As for the overall ergonomics, the seating position isn't too bad. There's plenty of motorized adjustability for the driver's seat, while the front passenger seat is manually adjustable. The steering wheel and the pedal positioning feels pretty good, and I like how the cup holders don't get in the way of your shifting or any of the critical functions. However, the storage underneath the armrest is on the puny side. Moving to the second row, you'll find plenty of legroom back here at 38.7 inches. The center console also has venting and some outlets for convenience, and the panoramic sunroof brings in plenty of light. Not a bad place to spend time in as you're being driven around. As for cargo space, this two-row Tiguan has decent cargo volume at 37.6 cubic feet of space, with the second row in the up position. Fold the second row down and that space grows to 73.4 cubic feet. For a compact crossover, you can do a lot worse here. Now, most importantly, what is it like to drive the Tiguan? All Tiguans are powered by a 2-liter turbocharged engine, which makes 184 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. This is very par for the course for non-luxury compact crossovers. The engine is smooth, it has a good enough amount of power, and it will serve you well for commutes and about 80% of your driving needs. But for when you want to make that last-minute pass or hustle up an on-ramp, you might want to exercise some patience instead, because the 0 to 60 time in this thing is a very long 10 seconds. All Tiguans also use an 8-speed automatic transmission. It works well, no issues whatsoever. And as for fuel efficiency, you can expect 21 city, 28 highway, and 24 miles per gallon combined for this all-wheel drive model. If you go with the front-wheel drive version, fuel efficiency gets better at 23 city, 30 highway, and 26 miles per gallon combined. Ride and handling wise, the Tiguan rides on the firm side, and you'll be reminded of this through most rough patches of road. But it will offer a pretty lively driving experience through back roads. Steering response is nice, it feels a bit light even at the sportier setting, but has an overall good feel, almost like its GTI relative. Almost. And driving through an unimproved road section with off-road mode, I thought the Tiguan's 4Motion handled it well, and it offered plenty of grip on those loose surfaced roads. As for safety, the Tiguan has a long laundry list of features like the adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitoring system, rear cross traffic alert, and also lane keeping and lane centering assist systems. So overall, a pretty decent set of hardware for a mid-tier Tiguan. At this $35,000 price range, there's a lot of compact crossovers to choose from. I think this Tiguan is going to be a strong option given the feature set, comparable performance, and the simple but attractive design. I want to hear your thoughts on this, so please leave your comments down below. And just like always, if you've learned something from this video or found it entertaining, please consider giving us a like, hitting that subscribe, and also hitting that notification bell so that you can be notified anytime we make a new video. Let's wrap it up right there. My name's Hanson. This has been the 2022 Volkswagen Tiguan, and I'll see you in the next one.